this day that you've given us. We thank you for the gifts that you bestowed upon this city. And we thank you for everybody that's in this city. And Father, we ask that you put your hands on the ones that need healing, the ones that are just sick right now. And we know that it's in your will that we will ever go on day after day. Lord, as we go through this meeting tonight, we ask for wisdom in making decisions. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Everyone, please face the flag. Pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Julie, you got anything to write?
Yeah, I do. We have a letter from Sam Phillips, our city engineer, stating that the road resurfacing projects that was done on both RTI, Industrial, Shavies Road, and Shiloh Estates Road has been completed and inspected. So there will be a letter that we need to address to Mr. Jared Jackson of Wiregrass Construction. And I'm going to ask that this council empowers the mayor to sign this letter. The other thing is we have received a statement from CDG Engineering. This is the engineering firm that's handling all of the construction plans and for the Shavies Bridge. We have received an invoice from them for $4,007.31. I'm going to ask that we authorize payment of this invoice. And the third thing is we had put into the budget for a yearly contribution of $1,000 to the Historical Preservation Committee. Since we are now into October, I would ask, how do we want to do this? Will they have a separate account, or will it just be mixed in with our general account?
I'd say just a separate, not a separate account, but like a separate Excel where.
Line item.
Yes, perfect wording, line item.
Okay.
It's too much hassle to do separate.
How would you want me to word that in motion? Just a separate budgetary line item for the
The money for,
Is it already a line item in the approved budget?
well, yeah, we put it in there.
Okay, well then it's already approved.
All you have to do is, if you want it all at once, then you just have to bring that up for it to go ahead and.
Well, no, we haven't had a meeting yet, so we don't, not sure which direction they're going to go with projects. So we don't have to do anything at this point in time. Okay, well, they only have 2 items tonight.
Melissa?
I don't have anything. I've been working with Johnny on items that he's needed throughout 2 or 3 weeks now, but I mean, none of them's big. We've gotten him covered, so. Nothing to bring up.
Roger. I got a couple of things. One thing, the library over the last few weeks has had a yard sale, and they've done really good with it. They brought in $3,929 in their yard sale, and they do that every year, and they bring a lot of money back into the library that can be used, for different projects that they have. So, proud of them on what they've got done. The other thing I have is a few months ago we got a grant to do some paving on Carlisle, and that money is going to be ran through the county, and so the county is wanting us to go ahead and front them part of that money, back into their account, and so we need to go ahead and authorize the payment of $76,259 to the county. And then the second part of that money, when the second half of that, when the project's finished, they'll determine if that is exactly how much half of it was. It could be a few dollars more, or it could be some less when they finish the total project. And so that's through the county. And the county is doing all that. They're doing the engineering along with Sam on some of that, and doing clipping the roads to get ready for the pavement. They're doing a lot of the work the county is. So I'll be bringing that up. That's the only thing I have.
Anything else?
Something to add to that about Carlisle Road, since we got a little bit of time. I believe it's around the 20th is when they're proposed, starting the construction on that for the resurfacing. And if you know anybody on that road, just let them know that it's basically going to be a two-phase project. The original road base is somewhat cracked and falling apart, and what they're going to do is they call it a G treatment. It's basically going to be putting tar and gravel down and letting that cure for 48 hours, and then coming back over the top of that with asphalt. So if someone thinks that they're done after the first phase, they will actually be back and make it look a lot better. But it's going to be a two-phase construction project.
To go along with what he's talking about there, there's some, like where water lines have been cut across, drainage issues like culverts that had collapsed. That a lot of that's been fixed. Now, it's still rough there, but they're gonna smooth that out. I think there's a water valve or two that's in the road. They're gonna bring those water valves up and make this road finish out even with those water valves too. That's in working on this road to get it fixed too. So.
You guys got anything? Sarah? John?
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
I was just wondering, I've heard a lot about the resurfacing of a lot of roads. Is there anything that's scheduled to be done as far as paving roads that need to be paved? Or is all the money in the budget for just resurfacing of roads?
Well, those roads that we're talking about is paving. It's paving over the top of the
But they
existing
put
road.
asphalt on top of asphalt, called it surface.
Okay, but I guess what I'm talking about is not the ones that have already had things done to them, but just the roads that have not been paved at all ever. Is there any plans for that?
Which roads specifically are you referring to?
Well, our road is one of them, Maple Avenue. Are there any roads on the agenda at all to be paved?
Well, let's just say if the next administration plans to pave Maple, I think there'll be a lot of issues in town with it,
Why is that?
because it would be illegal to do it.
It would be illegal. Do you have the time to explain to me why that would be illegal?
Well, I had met with your husband for 2 hours over on the road.
Met with my husband?
Yes, ma'am.
You were there too.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
what she's
specifically
referring
remember,
to.
Ms.
Okay.
Pittman. I didn't know that you were married at the time, but yeah, we had sat down and talked about it. But I'll be more than happy to.
Was it at the meeting at the end of the driveway that time? Is that what you're referring to? Okay, I was there also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be no more paving this year. It's getting
Okay,
cool.
that's what I wanted to know. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, the spring, there might be plans
Mhm.
somewhere. Right, so go ahead and call the meeting to order. Graham,
President,
Ledbetter,
Here.
Lingerfeld.
Here.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to accept the minutes as presented by the clerk and dispense with the reading thereof.
I second that.
A motion by Graham, second by Ledbetter. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Joey?
I make a motion that we pay the bill to CDG Engineering for $4,007.31.
I second that.
Motion by Graham, second by Ledbetter. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I make a motion that we authorize the mayor to sign the letter to Mr. Gary Jackson of Wiregrass Construction, indicating the completion and inspection of the 2016 road resurfacing projects.
I second that.
Motion by Graham, second by Ledbetter. All in favor say aye. Any opposed?
It was just
I
low.
was like, I hear you.
Motion carries.
I said it was just low.
I don't have anything to vote on.
Roger.
I make a motion that we, pay the invoice from the county for $76,259 for the upfront one half of the paving for Carlisle, which we got a grant for half of that too. So this would be like 1/4 of it. So I put it in the form of a motion.
Second.
Motion by Lingerfeld, second by Graham. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I make a motion that we pay the bills.
I second.
Motion by Ledbetter to pay the bill, second by Lingerfeld. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
By Graham, second by Ledbetter. All in favor say aye.
Um,
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.